Alright, should be connected here. Yeah, using my new Stream Deck. If you didn't catch the video of the build on that, check it out. But yeah, tonight, just gonna do a little update on my open source speedometer, gauge pod, whatever you want to call it. I haven't named the project. If you guys have got any suggestions for names for the project, drop them in the live chat or in the comment section if you're watching this after the fact. So yeah, haven't actually got a name for the project, but basically this is the first revision. If you didn't catch the videos and live streams on it, it's got a little. Basically, it's an Arduino with Darlington transistor on there and voltage regulator. Pretty simple design here, just to get it working. Also, this one does is just sweep back and forth because of the code on there. I never really finished programming this revision of it because once I got it and got it up and running, I decided there were a lot of things I wanted to change about it. So instead of trying to finalize code on this one, I moved over because I knew I was going to move over. Once I got it and started working, I knew I was going to move to an STM32 instead of the Arduino. So yeah, this project line's kind of dead. I do still have a bunch of the circuit boards though. If people want it and want to do other stuff with it, more than happy to sit. Like I said, if you just want the blank circuit board, just want it mailed to you, just let me know and just pay shipping and it's yours. If you want it with all the components to build it, probably like 25 bucks and it's on the way to you. Um, so I do still have these if you want them. But yeah, we're on the second revision here, and I just figured I'd jump on do a live stream because I haven't done one here in like a week. I've been really busy this week. It's been a super busy week for me. Just today I actually signed up for some college classes, got that taken care of, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, just doing a little update on this project. Figured I would show what's going on with the project and just get a little chat with you guys because I have not had any time this week to do another edited video. I'd like to try to get a video out every week. So yeah, I'm just not able to get a video out this week. Just life getting in the way. Haven't been able to do it. Been just way too busy. So going back and forth with a lot of things here. So let's see what's going on with this. Just checking the stream health here on the computer, making sure everything's all right. Cool. So yeah, let me switch what's going on my screen so that way we're not staring at the YouTube analytics, and I'll change the screen view here and point the camera down so we can just take a look and see what's going on. So yeah, let me do that. Tilt the screen. Oh, I'll change that, and then there is so this revision of the project still all in breadboard right now. I haven't moved to a circuit board yet. One thing I have left to do is to integrate some individually addressable LEDs into the project, and then that'll wrap it up. So that's the last thing. This is a little bit of a feature creep right here. I don't know if you've ever worked on designing something before, you'll know what feature creep is. You think you're done, and then something else sneaks its way in. So there we go. All right, so I have it pulled up in Arduino IDE because even though this is STM32, I'm just currently working with it in Arduino IDE to make my life easier. So we'll go ahead and pull back up just the main view there. That way I could take a look and see what's going on with the stream health again. All right, so yeah, we have. It's not just me watching now. There's two people. So yeah, let's take a look at it in Arduino IDE and just see kind of what we have going on with the source code here. So that's that one. All right, and we'll split the screen here because it doesn't take up the whole screen for this, and that one. Cool. All right, so what we have going on here is we're using a library that somebody else wrote for the CAN bus for handling CAN bus. We and so and then it's got the stepper include, and Watchdog. We actually aren't using Watchdog for anything right now, and we're not actually using that for anything. That just came over with porting it. I haven't cleaned up all the code yet. Um, so then we have basically all of our variables we need to list. Some of them not much of an explanation there because once this project does get open source into the wild and people are messing with it and trying to make their own gauge pods. Some of the variables, there's absolutely nothing you need to change for it, so there's no explanation to really what's going on. Because this project's the circuit board's made for an X25, so you're not going to need to change what the number of step counts is or anything for it, because you can't fit a different stepper motor into the board. It's going to be cut for that. Then you have your setup for the CAN bus. It's just the variables for it. This is really the only variable people are going to need to worry about for the CAN bus portion of it. Is just each gauge pod's going to need to have its own ID mask of what it's receiving, so that way that way it's able to filter out from the different stuff going on the CAN bus which one it's responding to. So that'll be the only variable people have to change in there. Then we have the read CAN function, which this function and this function's tied together. This one also does the filtering for it. So in this already written library that I'm using, it has a filter mask function in it, and you're supposed to be able to just put in this variable here, and it will be able to work. I actually need to edit the code there to change that. But yeah, it's supposed to just be based off of that variable. It always misses the first one for some reason. So like if I use ID mask 004, it'll read it as 003 the first time. So because of that, just because that function doesn't work completely correct, I also added an if statement here to catch missed ones. So that way, if can ID equals that, then continue. So yeah, then we just for the light. So the idiot light is now. If you were familiar with the first project, it's just like if you had a variable and if the stepper motor was over whatever that amount was, it'll turn on the idiot light. This time what I did is had it where it's controlled over the CAN bus, so that way our master controller can turn it on and off at will. So that way if you aren't doing like a low fuel indicator or something like that, you can do something else. You could do like this is the check engine light on this pod or whatever. You could program it and do whatever you want. And then we have three variables here that are M1, M2, M3. Basically what I did is the second, third, and fourth byte, so byte 1, 2, and 3 of the have to add up to 635. So basically it adds up to the amount of steps. So I had to break it down into 3 bytes because 255 is the max you can get out of each one. So we have 3 of them, and then they add up to do it. So then it adds it. You can't add them. So in this form, they are a character buffer, and you need to switch them into integers so that way you can do math with them. If it's a character buffer, the max I can add them up to is 255, and then you just get buffer overflow and it rolls over. So kind of useless there. This is, like I already said, that was the filtering function. This is just the function for light. Basically, if light equals 1, turn on the light, else turn off the light. I originally wrote it as if it's equal to or greater than 1, and then I thought about it, and I was like, well, what if you get an erroneous one? You really don't want it responding to an erroneous message, so I just made it equal to 1. This one is the 0 function, same as from the original, and the move function, pretty much the same, but I also added that the position needs to be greater than or equal to, less than or equal to this stepper revolution, so that way it can't try to step past where it can. And then you just have, this will be dropped out here. I have it in there still for debugging, but that'll come out. And that's really it for the code there. Then you just, in the loop, it's just calling the three main functions of it. So it's actually super lightweight. The STM32 is a little bit overkill for this, so that's why we have the feature creep of having individual addressable LEDs, because it's just like, this is just so overpowered here. It can easily control these, so we'll make it where you can do RGB LEDs in it too. Because I was originally just going to have it where it can also turn on and off, because these are the backlights. These will be the backlight lights. So yeah, super lightweight program. I was surprised how little RAM it actually used. I thought the CAN bus stuff was going to use up more, but since the STM32 supports CAN bus at the silicon level, also what you need is a transceiver, and it really doesn't use much memory to do this. So yeah, it was a pretty easy build. So let's actually play with it. Let me see if anybody's actually watching though first. So let's see. There's a couple of us watching. So yeah, we'll play with it. Let's go ahead and open up CANTAC. So what you see hooked up here, right here, floating in the air, that's this is a Cannibal, and we're going to talk to it with CANTAC. I think I've already programmed this. Let me just go ahead and power it up and make sure it's programmed. If not, I'll have to hook it up and program it. But it should still be programmed. Yep, it's still programmed. Alright, cool. And CANTAC's on. I just need to open up the software, or sorry, the Cannibal. The software is CANTAC. Alright, bin, CANTAC. Waiting on that to open up. There it is. Alright, configuration window. And we need it. We're running at 250 kilobits there. It's on COM port 4. We hit start. Okay, so we need to be CAN ID 3. That's the CAN ID we're talking on. We're going to end up using 4 bytes total. Alright, so we'll just start with first just turning on the light. So there we go. We can turn on the light, turn off the light, just send it back to 0. Alright, let's just FF. Alright, so there we go. There goes the stepper motor. And let's just go ahead and 0, 0. There we go. It moves backwards like it's supposed to. 0, 0 all the way. Alright, we're all the way back at the beginning here. And yeah, we could 1, 44, just putting random stuff now. So yeah, it adds together these 3 bytes to get the total value. So we'll just do like that. So yeah, it adds those 3 together. So we'll just go ahead 0, 0. Just to show that all of them work. Alright. So yeah, it's pretty simple. So basically, we'll have another circuit board here later on in the project that's going to feed it all the data of like where to go, and it can control a bunch of pods. It'll be able to control as many as you plug into the bus, pretty much. So yeah, it's really coming along pretty well. I think I'm going to set it up for controlling 4, but if you guys think it should be able to control more than 4, let me know. I'm going to have a couple of different main control boards for it, but the pods, it's just going to be, like 1 pod. Maybe do 2, maybe do like one that's a big tachometer size, and then the others that are the normal smaller ones. Circuit board will be the same in all of them, though. Yeah, that's really all what I have going on with this project here. I just wanted to do a quick update on it. The next thing I need to do is just add the individually addressable LEDs. So yeah, this is my first successful CAN bus project. I know I didn't write my own library for it. I didn't work from bare metal on it, but I'm happy with the way the project's going. So I'm going to adjust this here. So y'all saw what you need to see on the screen. If y'all have any ideas for the project, anything that you think I should be doing that I'm not doing on here, let me know. But I really think this should cover what the analog gauges should do. Obviously, we could do like an OLED gauge pod 2, or just a traditional LCD in it for like a Parker versus neutral, stuff like that. We could do some of those in the future. with this whole open source project here. Just, I'm trying to keep the scope of it small and then grow from there. Let's see, is this the camera? Looks like the camera's tilting. Y'all couldn't see what was going on. I didn't realize I left it too loose and it was tilting. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna tighten that up too. Y'all couldn't see what it was doing because I wasn't looking at the screen. All right, let's go back to that now. Show you it actually working. I didn't realize y'all couldn't see what was going on. By the way, Crazy Logic, hi. How's it going? You having a good evening? But yes, finally got CAN bus to work. I just need to do these individually addressable LEDs. I was gonna work with the LEDs from bare metal just because you can do it from bare metal with a whole lot less memory. But I have so much memory left over. I'm only using 6% of the memory right now, so it's kind of like, let's just waste the last little bit. I feel like I'm being wasteful having this STM32 driving this whole thing. Anyways, the STM32 is super overkill. Fixing one Boston amp, then you have a PS4. Okay, yeah. There's I don't do very many consoles. Oh yeah, so I was gonna show you guys this thing working so you can actually see it. All right, so let me just go ahead and put that back to 0, 0. All right, transmit. So there we go. It's kind of hidden underneath there. Let's move these. All right, turn off the light. 0, 0. Oh, it's not. I keep losing connection with it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that's a crappy way of connecting. I should just wire this into that. I just wanted to be able to move it. I'm trying to get it out of the way of that. All right, so then let's move the stepper motors and turn back on the light. So yeah, pretty simple. So yeah, we'll be able to control this whole project here from the other one. So let's see. Let me do some math here. I don't know my hex off the top of my head. I'm just gonna use Google. Oh wait, no, the hex calculator on the computer. All right, so all right, so that leaves me at 510. So sorry, I am doing some math here. 635 minus 125. 70. Okay. I just needed to know my last bit to put in there to... There we go. Now it's at its maximum. So that's maxed out. So FF7D would be maxed out to the very last step. Cool. Sorry. I just didn't know that one off the top of my head. I had to use the hex calculator. But yeah. So all that's left on this project is to get these added on there, and then that's done. I can just use. I have a couple of bytes left there that I can use, so I can just use the one of them to turn it on and off, and then I can just use the last 3 as RGB values because I just need to be able to go to 255 with there. So you just change the color of them. Through RGB values there, just 255, 255, and 255 would just be all the way on white. But yeah, so I knew I was gonna have the backlights be able to be turned on and off by it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just put a transistor on there and 3 LEDs. And it's like, wait, these things are so cheap, I might as well just put individually addressable LEDs on there. Obviously, I won't have them as these little things like this. They won't be the pixels like this. It'll just be the individual bulb there on the board. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about on this project, just to let y'all know that I have not abandoned the project. It is still being worked on. I just haven't done any videos on it. I am going to design the circuit board for this one here after. I just got to I probably tonight after I'm done with the live stream, get these things wired up and working. If not tonight, I'll get it done tomorrow. And then I will do this instead of doing Easy EDA, because I feel like such a noob using Easy EDA. I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna learn KiCad or KiCad, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it KiCad because I'm an American. But yeah, I know the name's actually KiCad with it. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. This project is in the works. I'm gonna put it onto a circuit board here soon. And Next PCB has been sponsoring me on all of my circuit boards. I'll probably work with them and do another sponsored video for it. But they haven't paid me for the last one. So Next PCB, if you're watching, pay me. Because PCBWay reached out to me, and PCBWay wants to do a video. I'm loyal to who started with me first, though, so I'm gonna give Next PCB the chance to pay up and do another video. But yeah. All right. Ah, yes, Marvin has made it, and you're not super late. We're only 20 minutes in. You probably sent that a little while ago, though. I wasn't looking at the screen. So yeah, let's get this out of the way. We're done with this, so I'm gonna turn down the volume. We're here with the If y'all didn't catch this video, here it is. So I'm turning down that's the desktop audio there, so that way y'all don't hear me unplugging everything from the computer, making all that noise. All right, can turn that back up. Yeah, it's so convenient. So yeah, I bought a while back. I bought myself a little label printer here, so that way I could start labeling all my drawers instead of using my terrible handwriting. So I got nice little labels on stuff now. What was I saying? So yeah, that's how I printed these with it. It can print icons too. So yeah, I got icons printed for it, and they just snap underneath the cover. You just pop this little cover off, you put it on there. I really like the Stream Deck design. So yeah, if y'all didn't catch that video, it's a pretty good video if y'all ever have like the inkling of I want to make videos or I want to do live streams. Make yourself one of these instead of buying one, because it cost me like $50 to make this, and I have a ton of extra parts left over from doing it. Hey, if you recognize these, y'all know what these come off of. If y'all didn't watch the video, you know exactly where these came from. It has some models you can 3D print for these, but I skipped the 3D printing and just y'all know where these came from. Yeah, I need to put some labels on some of these other ones, and these I haven't assigned. This row is not assigned to anything, but these are my different camera angles, and then this is record, stop recording, stop live stream, and start live stream. So that's kind of my setup I have going on there. If y'all were interested in what was going on with that project, and that if you watched the video, you knew I was waiting on this Arduino to show up in the mail. It'd been sitting in customs for the longest time. It finally showed up. What am I using for a microphone? I am using a gaming headset that I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and I have run over the wire for it so many times with my wheel of this chair. It's starting to get a little bit of static to it. I need to replace it here soon. Because if I have the volume turned all the way up when I'm editing, I can hear static coming from the microphone. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but yeah, I need to get a new headset. I haven't liked this headset anyways because it's pretty. The audio quality is kind of tinny from it. My voice is definitely not this flat. Um, I mean, I don't have a deep voice, but it's also not flat like you get out of this headset. I sound like an airline pilot or something because of the headsets they use. And then I realized on my last video I edited, when I was done editing it, I was like, there's something wrong with the video quality of these edits. What's going on? And I realized that I had the compression ratio set really high on my video, because this is like a really high-end camera I have. It's a Sony 6300 Alpha. It's a really good camera. The video quality I'm getting on my recordings is really high quality, and then I go and edit the video and upload it to YouTube, and I thought it was a YouTube compression issue. I was like, why do my videos look like they were recorded with like a webcam? and I realized that in my editing software I had it at like 55% compressed. So I fixed that. So um, yeah, I did fix that. So future videos are not going to be nearly as low quality compressed footage. I was really confused on what was going on there recently because like I just didn't realize I had my compression set that high because I edited a video on a different piece of software. I didn't like the software, but I was like, hey, the video quality is much higher in this one. What's going on? And I was like, oh crap, I have my compression like super high. I also was wondering why. This is a pretty decent computer I have, but I was like, why is it only taking like 5 minutes to? It taking like 5 minutes to process a hour long video. No, it took like 15 minutes on an hour long. The 20-minute videos only took like 5 minutes to process with it. So yeah, I was being an idiot there. I don't know. I have no background in photography or anything like that. So I'm always guessing when I'm working on the camera and trying to get better image quality out of it and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah. So that's actually why I use a headset microphone. Yeah, I have too much background noise too. For a lot of what I'm doing, so I use a headset instead of like everyone uses those like Blue Yeti and all those other microphones that you can just here. I'm gonna adjust the camera here. I don't have anything else to really put on the workbench at the moment, so let's get that going and switch it to that view. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let me move the. Oh, I've left it loose. It's moving. All right. There we go. That should hold it steady. Yeah, I need to set up because I plan on doing more of the interviews on the channel too, or just get on Skype and interview people. So I need to set up my webcam. There's another camera. That way I also won't have to flip between this because y'all don't need to see my balding head at full resolution. Nice cheap 1080p webcams enough for looking at my face. Um, I do actually have a bunch of boards here that I need to start working on here soon. Other technicians sent them in. These two, I got two of these that need microcontroller replacement. And now that I'm saying that, now that I say, hey, I got these two, I actually have some from Jeff that I forgot. I got some from Jeff I need to work on too. Whoops, I forgot about that. Um, I did one of them. I know I did one of them. All right, and then I got these from another technician too. This one should just be program it. That one should be easy. Let's see, what's going on with this one? No power, no communication to VFDs, burned header pin, replace regulator transmission now, VFD lights, no. Okay. Okay, this one might be interesting. Maybe, the microcontroller swelling. It's got a bad microcontroller. That's easy enough. Bad microcontroller. Let's see. What else we have here? Was working, added LEDs. Okay. Not. So not working. Cool. Probably a dead microcontroller. Cause you'll get it where people short like 12 volts across the 5-volt rail, adding LEDs. All right. Let's see what these other ones are. I haven't gone through these yet either. No communication to the VFD. Probably bad resistors on here. Just replace the resistors. Should fix it. But we do have some work around the microcontroller, so we'll have to look and see. And let's see, what else do we have? Had trouble with MCU replaced, not able to program. Been there, done that. This one the microcontroller may be floating off the board. Yeah, this one, the microcontroller I think might be floating off the board. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading your comment there. So you tried using a headset, not sure, may public with it yet. Yeah, the headset definitely helps. I want to get like a Sennheiser or a better headset. I'm actually just because of the price, I'll probably go with a mod mic. The mod mics, I've been looking into them. They have really good audio quality and they're pretty cheap, and they got them on Bluetooth too. So that way I'm not tethered down by a wire. But I like the mod mic because then I can stick it on my better headset. I mean, it's not a super high end headset, but I like to use this when I'm editing the videos, and this is the one that I can hear the static on it when I'm using it. Let's see, so yeah, we'll try to fix this one. This one's just no communications to the VFD, so probably just the resistors got broken on it. I don't. These tags, when you put the tags on there, I don't like to leave them on there. Oh, this one also says it had 12 volts to. Yeah, this one needs a new microcontroller. There's another tag. There's more writing on the back of the tag. 12 volts went to the CS pin on the microcontroller. So yeah, no, needs another microcontroller. Um, let's find the one that was just jumper. I mean, just a, not programmed. Let's see. Oh, no communication to the lights on this one too. There was one of them that was one of these. I swear, it just needed. It was missing one of the. Had trouble replace it. Not able to program. Oh, it's sitting in front. It's sitting right there. There it is. I see it. Cool. We'll mess with that one real quick. Just to mess with it. No guarantees we're fixing something. Yeah, I don't have too much to talk about tonight. I wanted to do a live stream and get on here. By the way, this is like one of the first times I've had. Let's switch this back down. All right, and around. There we go. Hopefully, I'm not making y'all seasick here. All right. Which one are you? You are a 2005 board. Okay. Yeah. These little wire things on here. I'm always paranoid I'm going to short out the board if I leave them on. All right. 2005. It should be these two, if I remember right, for TX and RX. It's been a minute since I've messed with one of these 2005 boards. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, I have been just absolutely incredibly busy lately and have not been doing much out here in the office other than like if I have a mail-in or a local drop-off instrument cluster, I'll come out here, take care of it, and just go right back inside. I've just had too much stuff going on. All right, there's that. And we need some wires to solder it down to the board with. All right. 1, 2. Yeah, that's the same color. Let's grab a different color. There's a jumper. Oh, come on. Where's like one of these type of wires? Third color. Alright. What we got? TX. RX. And ground. Alright, let's first just power this thing up and see what it does, how much power it's taking, see if we have like a short anywhere. I'm just curious on this one if I have to replace the microcontroller or not, because I actually have not for sure sourced any of these, but I do want to test. I sourced some that I haven't had a chance to test yet. I just don't know if they're good or not. If they're really what I'm looking for. By the way, if y'all were on the last what's it? If you were on the last live stream and at the end it like ended abruptly, that was not because the battery died on my camera. It just went to sleep. I thought the battery died. It was just asleep. Just needed to turn it back on. All right. This is strange. I have a 2006, but only have one digital readout. Oh, yeah. 2005s have a digital readout here. This isn't a 2006. Yeah. 2005 has this. The 2006 and 2007, they have the little LEDs there instead. But yeah, this one has little cubes on them. I personally don't use these. They're not nearly as bright as the ones I use. Um, I get asked that all the time. Where do I buy cubes at? I don't buy cubes. Have you ever seen me use them on the channel? Alright. We're not taking any current at all. And that's not a good sign. Well, I'm not going to be able to program this thing if it's not going to take any current. Am I using the... No, I got the right connector. Oh. Am I not plugged in? No, I'm plugged in and it's turned on. There we go. Now it's pulling the tiny amount that it should be. Cool. Alright, yeah. That it's supposed to do. So say it's supposed to pull just a little bit of current, but not wake up all the way when it's not programmed. So basically what's supposed to be going on with this one is that they lost a segment when they programmed it, and it wouldn't take the program anymore. Which is not, anything crazy and unheard of. So no surprises there. I've run into that before. I just wanted to verify it and see that this thing is somewhat working. So okay, so got it to turn on, just the hair, which that was, I guess I hit the HDMI cable there for a second. Oh no. Alright. Let's get some leaded solder. I need to tin this pin on here. It's not. The wire itself's not taking the solder. There we go. Tin the other one. And yes, I need to grab a different connector to do this because I used that ground. If y'all are wondering. The lights did not turn on, not because there was something wrong with the LEDs, but because this connector that I have here does not have the lights wired into it. I just use it for testing. I need some flux. This is just not cooperating with me. No, don't get that. There we go. Cooperate. Alright. I think this one's ground, right? Or was green was ground? Why are there supposed to be capacitors there? They're missing for some reason. I think they're missing. Maybe they're not supposed to be there. Maybe it's the older ones that have it there. Pretty sure it's supposed to have capacitors. I think it's this one and the other one. Flux fumes. I should turn on my fume extractor. Alright. Where is that cable? Turn this down so it's not loud. Alright. Okay. And let me grab my other connector, because I need it to do this. Yep. Now that screen being on is not from it booting up, it's from it picking up noise from all of this. So, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and open up minimize that. Y'all don't need that. And we can close all this stuff up. We're done in there. We're done in there. Okay, let's open up, what's it, Minimon. Let's see if we have the right configuration open. Nope. Alright. XC 161 CJ. Yes. Yes. No. Sys S Y S Syscon 0. Okay. Alright. Kernel. Full. Activate. Full. Activate. Okay. Settings interface. COM port 6. I think, yeah, that should be the correct one. Let's try to connect. I need to turn on the power supply. Okay. Alright. We successfully connected. So cool. I guess the TX and RX, right? That was just pure luck. Okay. Let's see here. So he said it's just segment 3. Let's just take his word on it. Let's load an Intel. Or first we need to get it erased. C000. Okay. Load binary file. Let's see here. I do a terrible job of labeling stuff. There we go. No steering wheel controls. Offset. So, yeah, we gotta offset it. Cool. Alright. Segment 3 is... Alright, let me just write that down so I don't forget. Oh, I sold my truck 2 days ago. My truck is gone. I finally got rid of it. Yeah, 3 days ago. I sold it 3 days ago. So it is gone. And on my drive home from work today, I saw it going down the road. Which is funny, because I know he didn't register it that fast. Because our tax collector, it's taking like a month to go see him. So C0600 27 F. Yep, okay. With the C0. Cool. Alright. You hate programming stuff today. what'd you program today? All right. Target or edit. Clear selection. Add selection. C0600. Fuck, I accidentally hit enter. Alright. Add selection. No. C0600 to Control C. 7 F okay. And let's just try to program. See what happens. It's currently programming it. Look at the screen going crazy. I've never seen the screen go that crazy while you're programming it. He said segment 3 was bad, so hopefully just doing this will fix it. What difference does the Pro version in the like I don't understand that. Why should that make a difference? Your Windows 10 version. All right. What is it? It's SRST, I believe. That didn't work. Well, I don't know. It could have. Yeah, no, it didn't work because the LEDs aren't going. Okay, so you didn't lose segment 3. Wonder what you lost. We'll just try programming the whole thing. Okay. All right. Connect. All right. Run 24 feet of USB cable. You can't run 24 feet of USB cable. You'd need like externally powered USB hubs to run that much USB cable. Okay. So all right, we're connected. Let's go ahead and add selection. We're going to select that and we're going to read it back. Just verify that worked. So upload target memory into selection. Yeah, that's the one. And just verify that worked. She said segment 3, but yeah. Yeah, segment 3 is good. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just try the rest of it. Okay. Load Intel, or we didn't do it Intel. Load binary. We're just going to program the whole thing. 2000, where's 2005? Yes, this is not a diesel bin that I'm putting on here. I know that's what this is for. I'll have to go download it. I just want to get this thing working first. I know we have the diesel bin in the Facebook group, so I will, yeah, but why would it only work on Windows 10 Pro? That doesn't make any sense, because, like, Windows 10 Pro and Windows 10 Home are the same thing. There's no difference. That doesn't make sense. All right. But yeah, the Facebook group, we have the bin file for the diesel on this year. I just have to go download it. I don't have it on my computer. All right, so I loaded it. Let's just start. Oops. Start with. So from. Oh, he may have meant segment 2 because 1, 2, 3 would be 2. 2 would be the third one. Maybe that's what he meant. All right, let's just do. Is there a break in between of them? So F 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay, cool. I can just do the whole thing. So I'm just going to program the whole entire thing and make sure I don't mess up. All right, and C1. F. That's 4 Fs this time, right? Yep, 4 Fs. Cool. Oh, I didn't know that. Um, can you download them though? Because like normally like that stuff's all DLLs that you can just go download off the internet. Because I'm using home version 2, I believe, on here. I don't know. I bought the key off of eBay for $3 version of Windows 10. Hey, it's a legitimate OME key that I bought off of eBay. I don't know. The seller's at fault if that's not kosher. Um, but yeah, I think I have the home version also, and I did run into, well, actually it was with no, it wasn't with Minimon. It was with something. I ran into something and I had to go download the DLLs off of the internet and put them in there. Oh yeah, I was missing the 32-bit DLLs for some COM port stuff that I needed. I only had the 64-bit, and I had to go download those off the internet. Okay, so back to what I'm doing. So, all right. I've never showed this, I don't think, on the channel before here, but with Minimon you can actually program the entire like sections of it all at once. As long as there's no break in it. If there's a break, like in the 2003, 2004 ones, you have to split it into two programs. But other than that, you can just do the whole thing. All right, 1F. Okay. This is gonna take like 10 minutes. Oops, I fucking hit the wrong button. Well, now we'll know what section's dead since I hit the wrong button. My bad. It's gonna read the whole thing because I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the program button. And I'm making a mess. I spilled a bunch of pointers on the floor here. All right. I got those. All right, well, while we wait on this to read it, I've never seen it do that before. Hey, I don't know that guy in Egypt that I bought my Windows 10 key from was pretty straight. You know, I bought my Windows 10 key like 4 years ago, and it maybe even more, maybe 5 years ago, and yeah, I legitimately paid $3. It still works. I bought it off of eBay though. eBay does not allow any sort of counterfeit fraud or anything like that, so it has to be legit. There's no possibility that this was not a legit key that I bought. Yeah, as much as this kind of stuff I do, I'm really not big into computer like hardware and software stuff. Like people are always like, "Oh, you know a lot about electronics. Help me build a computer." I'm like, "Yeah, I can snap it together for you, but I don't know what parts to buy." I'm still pretty partial to AMD stuff though, just because it's cheap. You get the latest Ryzen AMD one in here, but it's like the Ryzen 5 though. It's not the 7. I think they now have the 9 too. I don't know. I'd embarrass myself if I sat here and talked like PC parts as if I know anything about them. I know nothing about PC parts. Yeah, I don't think 24 feet of cord's gonna work. Um, okay. Oh, byte one or section one's blank. That's for sure. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Much legit. No scam. Hey, it worked. The key worked. It was $3. I've actually done it twice now. I've bought two keys. The first one was $3. The second time, because oh yeah, this is a different key. My computer in the house is on the original key, but it still works. This one I bought last year when I built the computer. It was like $8 this time. They went up in price. The guy in Egypt upped his price. Um, but no, you're gonna try it out now. Yeah, because it's like Ethernet cables. Like Ethernet, you can only run like 100 meters of Ethernet before you need a repeater on it. So yeah, you can't go. I really don't think 24 feet of USB will work. I don't know the limit. I mean, I could just Google it. Let's just see. Limit. 16 feet 5 inches. There's your limit on USB 2. So about 5 meters. There you go. That's your limit. 16 feet. Better get the computer a little bit closer. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I figured as much. Um, okay. So we now know that at least the first section's completely blank on here. So let's now load up. It's so section 3 is programmed, but nothing else is. All right. Maybe he remembered it wrong when he wrote it down on the sticky note. Okay. Did Minimon just crash? Okay. Load binary file. C. C. All right. And where do we go? 2005. No steering wheel controls. Okay. Edit. Clear all selection. Add selection. Okay. This time let's hit the program button. That's programming. Alright, so yeah, this one looks like this is just program it and it'll be good to go. It needs a new button, but I'll ask him what he wants me to do. If he just wants me to just get these things working. This is for another technician. This is not for a normal customer. I always like to, when I do the stuff for the technicians, I like to give them like a discount of like, here, let me just get it where it's doing the thing it wasn't doing and call that good. So we'll see what he wants to do there. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, there's no point in me putting all the stepper motors and stuff on there for another technician. You know, they're completely capable of it and save them a little money where I'm not putting LEDs or stuff on there. Once this is working, I have to throw this in a case though. I've never I can't say I never. I haven't seen the Cube LEDs in person in a case in a couple of years because people are still like dead set on getting more of these Cube LEDs and getting them cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the advantage of them over the three SMD LEDs that I'm always using. So, how much has this camera floated since I haven't been paying attention? Not bad. Yeah, let me know if your 24 feet of USB cable works, but I don't think it will. You need so like every 15 feet of it, so like once, because yeah, 30 feet, and you're only trying to do 24. So yeah, go 15 feet and then get an externally powered USB hub, and you could continue it for another 16 feet. Is that the USB hub just needs to retransmit the data again, and you're going to need externally powered because you're going to be. It's only 5 volts coming across that, and 16 feet for 5 volts is pretty far. You probably have a voltage drop. Um, relative, you're probably only getting like 4.5 volts after 16 feet. I don't know though. I'd have to look up what the voltage drop is. So yeah. I'm just waiting on this thing to program here. So Crazy Logic, have you done any live streams? Because I know you mostly just do edited videos on your channel. Have you thought about doing live streams? Uh, cool. Sorry, there was just no response. Checking the stream out here. I was expecting to do like a 15-minute stream, like I was just gonna like show off where I was at on the project and then get off, but I don't know. Looking at the box of boards, I wanted to give it a shot and see if I can make it work. I bet I know what happened. I bet he was programming the wrong area on here because this thing's taking a program. Okay, so to program the whole thing, let's do a software reset on it and see if it works. SR underscore SRST. Yeah, true. Amplifiers don't go. I don't know how Bearvids does the live stream amplifier repair. He has to like he has to prep pretty hard for that because amplifiers they take me hours to work on when I do them. Like sometimes days. All right, let's do the software reset. Ah, sweet, it's working. Yeah, all we had to do is program it. Yeah, odometer errors, whatever. It's probably doesn't even have an EEPROM on it. Oh, it does have an EEPROM on it. We'll have to look and see. This one better not be the one that has 5 volt. No, it doesn't. Cool. So we do have odometer error, but we are working now, which was really what he wanted. Was the damn thing didn't work for him. Cool. So that's fixed. We'll try throwing another EEPROM on there real quick and see if that fixes it. Oops, I forgot to turn down that one. Oh, it was still turned down. Cool. Well, we're done with this for now. I'm probably going to have to put the diesel program on here for him. He's probably going to want it. I'll do that later. We're going to check out the EEPROM. Since this is a 2005, I'm not going to take the EEPROM off. I'm just going to read it with this guy. Alright, and where's the clip? There it is. Yeah, I need to get a better microphone. Just the mod mics. I'm gonna have to get a mod mic. I'm about to get paid from YouTube for the first time. I'm really close. At the end of the month, I'll get paid. Um, I don't think I'm supposed to talk about it on YouTube, but yeah, getting paid for the first time. I'm excited about that because I'm gonna go take that money and buy a new microphone. I decided, like, as soon as I got monetized, I immediately decided, like, the first couple of times I get paid, I'm just gonna reinvest all of that money back into the channel, to basically, better gear for recording. So I already spent part of what, like, I went ahead and jumped the gun and spent some of it on the Stream Deck. Stream Deck was part of that, but I'd already made the money that it's going to pay for the Stream Deck. Here, I've already made the $50. It's just, if you're not familiar with monetization on YouTube, they only pay out every $100 that you make. So, yeah. So I'd already made the money, spent it on this. I just haven't received it yet. And the next one, so I'm actually going to be significantly over $100 this first time they pay me. I'm gonna order a mod mic, so I'll have the new microphone and I'll have this with that money, and then once I get paid again with it, I'll probably buy some other gear or lighting. I need some better lighting for my office for doing this, so that's probably be the next one. Lighting, and then some wall decorations for in the background, so that way when y'all are looking at my face, you're not looking at boring blank gray wall of depression in here. Alright, SPI, pin 1's this way, yep. Put that on. Okay, we're going to use the CH341 alpha just because it's convenient for what we're doing here. So I'm trying to do this as fast as possible because definitely going to be giving them a discount on this since it's, you know, technician to technician. Alright, and pin 1 is this direction. Alright. So yeah, that one's done. We're done in there. Yeah, just going right back into channels. Just like when I first got started doing the electronics repair and like fixing these instrument clusters and stuff, the first like 2 or 3 times I got paid, every dollar of it went back into the workbench of buying better equipment, so that way I could do it better. Because like I immediately knew doing it with a Weller soldering iron and one of these little crappy solder suckers, I wasn't going to be doing it long. I actually, but yeah, the instrument clusters was where I was making enough money to invest it back into. With the amplifiers, well, because that's what I started on amplifiers. I didn't start on instrument clusters. The amplifiers, the margin was pretty thin on it because I was desperate to learn more, so I was doing them dirt cheap. Like I was probably only making $20 over what all the components were costing me to do it because I just really wanted to learn it. And so that's what happened there with the amplifiers. And then now I don't even do amplifiers anymore. I'll probably start doing them again. There's a car audio shop right down the street from me. They're pretty big too, so I probably get a lot of amplifiers from them. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for as programmer. Oh, why is it in Russian now? Ah, okay. Sorry about that. OBS dropped out on me. I've lost Wi-Fi connection here for a second. I got a crappy signal out here in the office. I keep saying, "Hey, I need to fix this." That's the next thing I'm going to spend some money on, is fixing that. All right, as programmer. Okay, it's in English this time. I don't know how I got it in Russian. All right. Um, hopefully you guys are still here. Hopefully it didn't start a new stream on me. Yes, it definitely takes a while. Game consoles are hot, and I um, haven't had the opportunity to learn game consoles. There's no good like shops around here for me to go like, hey, let me get some broken game consoles from you to fix. And I don't know. I don't. Yeah, yeah, but there we go. So hopefully, this stream does not drop again. But yeah, programming it normally does take that long. Okay, let me move this screen out of the way. And we are in as programmer. Let's see here. SPI. Where's STM32? Or ST, not STM32. Okay. ST. And we are looking for 20. There we go. Let's read this thing. Read IC. Okay. Nothing looks like it's wrong here in particular, but let's just go grab some. I have a whole folder of bins. Let's see here. Why is it not showing up? It's normally in my quick access. 2005. We'll just go with that one and just write it to it. Okay, so now that's a known good flash. Let's take this off and see if we still have odometer error on here. Nope, no more odometer error. Cool. So it did just have a corrupted EEPROM on there. Cool. So yep, this one's done, and all what we had to do is program it. This one, so the technician here, he's working on learning how to program these, and yeah, he had a couple of them that just couldn't get him to program. Not sure what was giving him problems programming it though. It didn't give me problems. I'll have to talk to him about that. Yeah, this one I did cherry pick it. Reading it, it looked like it was the easy one, so that's why it was so easy. It does need a new button and it needs stepper motors, but other than that, this one's almost done. But I'm not gonna replace the button. I'm not gonna put stepper motors on it unless he asks me to. So yeah, this one's now working. There's nothing diesel left on here though. It's all gas. It's now a gas instrument cluster. It was diesel before I programmed it. Oh well, I'll ask him what he wants me to do. Probably just leave it as a gas one though. I guess this is like a base model gas one now. No trans temp and has no steering wheel controls either. But I'll ask him, see what he wants to do. Oh, yeah. Yes. I can switch the camera back. I think it's that one. There you go. I'll power it up again so that way you can see. And I'll show whatever I didn't, or what I was doing too. So let me power it back up. That way you can see it working. And so, there you go. Everything working on it. And then to show what I was doing with it. So clip pin 1 going that way was just clipped right onto the microcontroller. I'm not microcontroller, got EEPROM. Because this is a 2005. So 2005, 2006, and 2007, the EEPROM's located here. 2003 and 2004, EEPROM's located here. They switch them. If you're not familiar. And then when I wired in this is just a serial adapter. It's USB to serial. Any one will work. So I'm not pushing this one, but this one is an FTDI 232RL. It's what I use, but any of them work. You got ground. I just tap into the ground for the light, and then so you have TX and RX are so we'll just call this the bottom resistor. The second from the bottom and the third from the bottom are your TX and RX. I can't remember which one's which. I just always just switch between the two when I get them backwards. And just so you know, for switching between the two, I don't desolder them off of here. I just switch the pins there. Makes sense. So cool. Still here. So that is that. So that was everything that's wired in on here. Let me go ahead and hook this guy back up. Or just put this guy back on here so I don't remember which one's which. And just write a note to myself on the back of it that it's done. Alright. I have really bad handwriting, just so y'all know. There you go. See, y'all can't read my handwriting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have the worst. Sound. So I'm not using a mixer at all. So I mean, yes, there's this guy, and I can definitely point you in the direction to my video I did on this. It's my most recent edited video that I did, but I'll drop a link on there. So it's not really a mixer so much as it's so all is what it really is a MIDI device. So technically you could make music with this thing, but OBS, which is what I use to record my videos, does everything else. So yeah, I'll drop you the link now because I am about to end the stream here. So let me go drop the link for that. Open YouTube. and then I will wrap up the video here because this I've totally gone completely off topic of the video and way over the amount of time I was planning on spending on it. But I really do enjoy doing the live streams, and I can talk all night pretty much on one. But yeah, get shareable link and live chat. Oh, that's not the live chat. Where'd the live chat window go? There it is. Control beam. There we go. All right, so yeah, that is the video. I did not design this. Was designed by his username on YouTube is Mister, and you can find him on Thingiverse under the name of Mister. Also, this is all a 3D printed shell with you got buttons. Yeah, it was in Russian. So yeah, the buttons are these guys here. These are the cheap Chinese clones of a what do you call it? The Cherry MX ones. So cheaper than a Cherry MX. And then this one uses the Arduino Pro Micro. So the Pro Micro, not the Nano, and not the Pro Mini. The Pro Mini doesn't have a USB port, and the Nano is longer. So it's the Pro Micro. I'd never heard of it till doing this project. The keycaps are they're called X keycaps is the company's name. They make transparent keycaps. You don't have to use the transparent ones. You can totally just buy whatever you want. These ones are a little bit more expensive than some of the just blank ones where you can just stick your label on it. If I had thought about it, I'd have just got the blank ones because I'm sticking labels on them anyways. So there was no need for the transparent ones. And then the last two things you need are some M3 nutserts and some M3 screws, and the faders on here are just 10K potentiometers, slide potentiometers, and then you can 3D print the little indicators or whatever you want to call them, the little knobs on there. The knobs, I pulled these off of a 2003-2004 kind of Silverado's AC controllers. I had a couple of them that I broke the potentiometers on them, so yeah, I had some extra ones. I just used those instead of 3D printing them myself. But yeah, I definitely it's a very convenient thing if you use OBS. And then OBS, you just need to install. There's a plugin for OBS that lets you use any of these kind of MIDI controllers as a Stream Deck. You could use different software and use like the human interface software, which makes it into a keyboard instead. But this one's a MIDI device, so that way when you're not in OBS and you accidentally like start hitting buttons on it, it doesn't do anything unless you set up stuff to use it. So yeah, that really wraps it up, and that's the end of the live stream. So I'm gonna really slowly come in and press the end live stream button here for dramatic effect. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you